If we could figure out how to clone her and put Linda clones in different neighborhoods around the community, I think it would be incredibly positive.
We're at the Evergreen house, which is the former biker clubhouse. The last folks in here were the Hells Angels, and the police and province seized it back in 2007, just as a neighborhood group was gathering here. And I remember looking at my current board chair and our eyes locked, and I said, gee, wouldn't that be a great place to have a community house to do programs and just have a place to meet? That was one of the things we realized early on. We had difficulty finding where can a community gather if there's no place to go. The house has been open for 5 years. This is my 10th year working as a paid person at Evergreen, and I marvel how it's just, we connect with families. There's kids who I met when they were 5 and 6 years old, and they're still coming here today, which is, I'd say, pretty cool. It's very heartwarming.
Linda has been a consistent presence in this neighborhood for the last 10 years and has been a positive role model and has supported these kids, lots of them, since they were very young children. So now that they're getting into their teen years, they already have a relationship of trust with Linda. And I think that this is really critical for youth to have a trusted, solid adult in their lives that they can depend on, that they trust, that they can go to. And we see that this is what happens in this neighborhood with Linda. The kids love her. These are all her children in the neighborhood.
I've always believed in our neighborhood and our community, but how do you do things as just an individual? Like, how do you gather and say, gee, I'd like to do a cleanup, have a barbecue? So one of the staff came and talked about this new project where the neighbors decide what to do. And we're like, really? Because that's traditional. Today we think that's the way to do it, but you know, you flash back to 2004, 2005, that was not the realm. You were told what to do. It was kind of old school. And we started meeting and gathering, and I remember we had this day of visioning at Ogden School, and we gathered neighbors, and there's like 130 people there, and I'm like, wow, you know what? There's a lot of people in this neighborhood who do care. There's social issues no matter where you live, but we've lived, I guess there's been more challenges, especially if you have struggle for food and basic needs. We're able to help a lot of folks this way. If people have, extra produce in their garden, they could bring me a basket of cucumbers. Well, then we'll have toasted cucumber sandwiches today. It makes it easier for people to help and just for people to gather. And I think if you have neighbors meeting, then you just feel better. It's like family. Sometimes your mom's not available or your best friend. Well, you come here and, there'll be someone with a friendly ear.
The truth is there are a lot of kids and youth in our community who may not have a safe place to go. So after school, to come here, to know that there are going to be caring adults here to provide supports and services and opportunities for development and growth, to provide food. We know that food security is an issue for a lot of kids, and to connect with other peers. It's a really important thing, and I think that the value of that cannot be underestimated.
People know that we're there, we're reliable, and it's consistent. If it's a weekday night, Monday to Friday, the house and park are open. They see the door and my car is open and they start rolling in after school, and what do kids do after school? They want to go on the computers, they gotta play their games, check their Facebook, they listen to music, they want to play video games and eat, right? And just that nice little chill piece, and it's just where they gather and they bring their friends. Last night at the park, we had youth move sports people there. They wanted to play skipping, football, basketball, which is great because I'm not really good at football. So I like to have the 20-year-olds do that. But man, I still rock pretty good at skipping.
The kind of work that Linda does with people, she does it, it's all one-on-one. She forms relationships with the kids, and she becomes a trusted adult that they can go to, outside of their parents. In fact, she may be more trustworthy to some than their parents because she's always there. She has unconditional love for them.
We all need cheerleaders to say, you know what, you're really good. Like, you're smart, you have skills. Let's find out what you're good at, and you could be who you need to be, that's a really great part.
I like Linda because she's funny and a nice person. And I like coming to Evergreen because it's a fun program to go to after school.
Linda is a nice lady and she understands how kids feel. And
She is easy to talk to.
What we offer at Evergreen is a safe place for people to go. It's about making sure that if you're having that rough time, you're here and we can help you with what you need.
What I love about the Evergreen Community Center is that it's inviting. It's everybody's welcome, and it's just a safe place to go.
Just seeing that kids and families are doing well, they're thriving, you know, they're graduating from school. That's, you know, there's not many jobs when you walk in and they're screaming your name and getting hugs. You know, that's the cookie crumbles and the icing and the cherry on top of it all.
She's just she's so good with the kids. She loves them and they love her in return because they know she doesn't want anything from them. She's just there to help, you know, and it's good. It's really good.
It's about making sure that if you're having that rough time, you're here and we can help you with what you need. We have to start teaching our kids how to do things because you know what? It's teaching them how to be a better person, right? And it's about helping one another. I love that I could run, skip, and jump and play with kids. I get to feed them and they're quite, you know, they're very enthusiastic, right? It's like, I don't know, if you just have a whole bunch of happy little faces smiling at you going, yay, Linda's here, what are we having to eat today? It's pretty joyful. It's just a lot of high energy. I think I probably need that. Then we lock up here when it's, you know, 5:30ish and it's time to go to the park because now it's time to go outside. We need to get outside and run, jump, and play. And, you know, I still get challenged by little kids to do foot races, right? Play basketball in flip-flops. And if I can't run, jump, and play, I would be, I don't know, then I guess it'd be time to retire, maybe when I'm 75, but we'll see how energetic I am then. This certainly isn't a 9-to-5 job, that's true. And you know what, if you could, to really truly be there when people are in crisis, if something's happening, that's hugely important. Kids and teenagers, they don't have a lot of choices sometimes. So if we hopefully help them make better choices and they could help the next generation of kids coming through.